Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host. And each morning we watch this column here for volume spikes. Once we see a volume spike, we click on it. And then we come over to current bar volume, which is this last candle right here. And if we have enough volume in this label right here, which means good volume flow, we want to see a good battle going on between the buyers and sellers, just like currently. We want this number continually moving, not pausing, buyers and sellers having a battle. Once we confirm this, we come over and we check out the Dominator Master, make sure these green bars, which are buyers, are breaking above this average yellow volume line. We also want to confirm that the My Blessing indicator is also moving up. The green part of this indicator are buyers, the red part is sellers. And if you are new here, I highly suggest that you watch these live streams and do it the old-fashioned way. Trade on paper and pencil. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. After a few sessions, if you are profitable on paper and you want to try real money, start with small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. If you are profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profits is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor. I build indicators and teach how to use these indicators. Make sure you reach out to a financial advisor before you take any of my information or use any of my indicators. And also make sure in your active trader that your TIF is set to EXT for this extended hour session. Haven't seen very much moving this morning. XHG, I believe, moved a little bit. Now VS is moving a little bit. Hopefully we'll get a good trading day in today. And of course it is Friday. And Fridays usually are pretty tough. So we'll just have to wait and see how the day starts out. Money Tree, I can't fix the audio, brother. I worked on it yesterday for a couple of hours. I don't think it's me. We had internet issues yesterday. Toss had server errors. I mean, it was a disaster for me. SPY is already headed down this morning. Ski Bum, thank you for joining us this morning and welcome home. I'm sure you'll find a lot of help here, and if you need anything from me, just reach out to me. Is that any better on the sound? Probably not. I've done all I could to it yesterday. All right, we got market starting up here. Let's see what starts spiking up. See, VS is already selling off. Watching for these numbers to move. If you're unfamiliar, this is the magic scan. I coded this one to hold the stocks for 30 minutes once they trigger over here. So if they continue running, We got ZEO moving up, 369. Let's see if the buyers will keep coming in. Keep your eye on this indicator. This green bar is buyers. They're coming in pretty quick. My blessing is pointing north. We don't want to see a red bar come in here. That's profit takers. But don't panic if it does. They may just flash and disappear. Showing a little weakness here on the run up. Red bar coming in. They are already taking profits. So don't get faked out this morning. That's what I'm talking about. That little red bar flashed there because somebody wanted just to get a little bit, I guess. Now the buyers are coming back in to push it up to 395. So this is a resistance level. We are retesting this area. Hopefully the buyers are strong enough to break through it and run the stock price up higher. Little profit taking going on. More buyers coming in. The stock very sluggish this morning. Take some of your profit if you got any. Start reducing your share size so you don't get caught holding the whole thing. A lot of sellers coming in. When stocks do this, it's up to your own discretion if you want to sell all of your shares, part of your shares, hang on to some of your shares. Because sometimes they will rest right here for a second and then they will take off again. Still have a few buyers coming in, but not enough to move the price up. A lot of sellers are getting tired of waiting. Scalpers are impatient. If it don't keep going, they start bailing out. I'm guilty of that. Going to move on. See what else is moving. You can see VS is listed right here. We can keep an eye on it right here while we look at other stocks to see if we get a volume spike in this column. ZEO. ZEO currently at resistance. More buyers coming in. We break this resistance, we may run up here. 408, 410. Watching this bar, we're not watching the money or the candles. We are watching for sellers to come in. Long as we're green here, we're going up here. A few profit takers. A few buyers coming in. The stock very reluctant to go up. Volume's not bad on it. It is moving, nice flow. Profit takers. Buyers trying to come back in. Sellers taking profit. My blessing starting to roll over slightly. So we are getting weaker. Good job, Crabkey, Greg B, Northern Border, Doc Watson, John, Aaron, and C for all making a good trade on this one. OG, Peter, Wilson, Tim, Jimmy. May not be over. It did not sell off. We are holding this level. U4, DJ. Watching to see if more buyers come in to drive it up. Here we go. Let's see what can happen here. Currently at 420 for the high. My blessing rolling south now. We're getting weaker and weaker the higher that we get. So if you never scalped before, the object is to buy enough shares to make a decent profit for a 5, 10, 15, 20 cent run. If you buy 1,000 shares, you get 20 cents. You made $200. I know some of you don't have a budget just starting out like that. But start with 5 shares, 10 shares. Start small. Work your way up. You can get there. Sellers on board. Good job, Joby. Volume spike column pretty much empty. Nothing going on there. I am running 8 other scans. Hopefully something will pop up on one of those. MSTR, higher price stock moving up this morning. I do have an alert set on DJT if it breaks 4150. If it does, we'll take a look at it, see if we can get an entry. This one doesn't have the volume to get in. This is not a scalping trade. This is a get in and wish it goes up trade. We don't do those kind. Watching for spike numbers to rise. And UKK, nice profit on this stock yesterday in after hours. You had to find it right after the bell rang. It rose and it rose with some good profits made on it. It stalled and it rose again. RGTI has been a play almost all week for some traders. Rising up again this morning. Volume is kind of low on it. This is not a good scalp this morning yet. It may move up 5 or 10 cents and stall. ZEO trying again. Noticed it down here in the magic scan. My blessing is trying to turn up. Buyers are trying to come back in. We need these bars to grow nice and tall. That's not happening. We don't want to get caught in a fake transaction here. We want this bar growing. It's kind of stalling. My blessing has yet to turn upwards. Volume is stalling as well. No volume spikes over here while we wait. Watching for a burst of volume right here in this column on this label. Also watching for a tall green bar here, not getting it. I have lost the chat in Discord. Seems to be back now. Thank you, Aaron. All right, it's holding the price level. That's not bad news. That's always good news for us. They may come back in and drive it up again. We will see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it. Getting a sell signal on ZO now. All right, enjoy your coffee while it's warm as we wait for the next mover. TGL, penny stock. I don't have them. I'm not screening for penny stocks this morning. This one was called out in the Discord chat. So it didn't pop up on my screen. We do have buyers coming in. The My Blessing is pointing north. And everyone here knows I don't trade these stocks under $1. Some sellers in the pile here taking profit. Reason I don't trade these, it'll take 2 or 3 minutes to get up and one person will sell and wipe it all out. So I don't trade them. A few more buyers coming in. Joe suggests you can. You can find any price range you prefer. Sell signal popping in. A few more buyers trying to keep the price upwards. My Blessing starting to point south. Yeah, some people like trading penny stocks. I've just never been a fan of them. It's kind of like a good seasoned trader graduates away from them. They understand the risk a lot better. I would be out of this one definitely if you got into it. You should be all out by now. It's really not the kind of morning that I wanted to see, but since it's Friday, what more can we expect? Very rare we have a Good Friday, but it does happen. Not seeing any spike numbers moving. Greg, normally it is, but since I do coding, I'm always testing different scripts. Sometimes I will run some of the older scripts just to see if they need updating or not. This one's not available yet. This is the Trailblazer indicator, a very good buy and sell indicator. It will be released when the website launches. And hopefully we're getting close. Technical stuff, fine tuning takes quite some time. And I don't want to launch if we run into a bunch of errors. I don't want to have to work on launch day. I don't want anybody to have to work on launch day trying to fix the bugs. Buyers slowly coming back in. So if you want to know my favorite, it is this one. And number two, I'm falling in love with the Profit Slayer on a 5-minute chart. I made a lot of money with it yesterday. Give you an example of Profit Slayer. I can pull it up right here. Stick it on a 5-minute chart. And that's what you're looking at. Helps you to hold on to these stocks a lot longer than you trading a 1-minute chart. The key to using this indicator on a 5-minute chart is to not watch the money. Watch the indicators. You're going to have greater swings up and down, but you're hanging on for the long term. It'll keep you in a stock. This indicator's fine-tuned to these buyers and sellers down here. When this number breaks 80%, the candle turns green, the labels turn green, indicating that you need to hold on because it's going up. So this is that penny stock earlier. Most of you are already out. This indicator saying it's still going. And this one's free, comes with your premium membership. Let's go back to reality now. Go back to the 1-minute chart. Watching for volume spikes, none are occurring. I think DJT got all the way up to $41.49 and dropped back down. So it did not hit my 41.50 target. Yeah, I don't know if today's going to be today or the celebration of he is in office. So maybe DJT may run on Tuesday. The problem is we may need to be in Friday evening before the market closes for that run up on Tuesday. So there comes the risk, right? Do we risk getting in today or do we wait? I think I'm going to elect for the wait. Unless it starts running today, I will definitely scalp it. Thank you, Crab Key. I did not know that. I actually haven't traded anything on the 24-hour stocks. When I'm done in the morning, I'm usually done. Rebel, if you look up here, it's real easy to detach a screen. Let's just say you're in your main screen. Just hit these three bars and hit detach, and then resize it like you want. Three bars and detach. So off of your main platform, close the active trader, close everything except for the thing you want to pop out, and then detach it. Not seeing any volume spikes. DJT dropped all the way back down to 41.28. The SPY is holding just above the 34 EMA. Not a lot of activity going on anywhere. Mile High, we don't get the fundamentals on any of these. We don't go look for them. We just track buyers and sellers, and these indicators will find them. Sometimes we ride a stock up for 50 cents or $1. No news. We don't know why, and we don't really care. We're just following the money, following the buyers and sellers, and jump in when it's safe and get out when you should. For me, it's not about news, somebody said something. It's all about where are the buyers and sellers, and can we find them? Rebel, are you using the app and not the web form, not the web-based form? NUKK. Problem is we don't have enough volume to secure a good trade. It may be building up now for a run up. but the volume is quite low, almost pausing. I'm sorry, Trading Pennies. I tried to fix it. I can't figure it out. I don't think it's on my end. NUKK popping up. Some buyers coming in under low volume. It's rising very slowly. It's rising too slow for me to buy a couple thousand shares. I don't want them to all of a sudden quit buying the moment I get in. I want to see a battle. I want to see this number really going. Slow crawling don't do it for me, but it is going. The buyers are coming in. 35.46 for the high. 35.50 now. Spike up to 36.22, and I'm eating my words right now. Charlie, you need to get with support. They can walk you through overlapping indicators. I had the custom volume label overlapped on this indicator. That's why I have more labels down here than you do. You probably only have the two. I also have the spread pulled down here. Watching the buyers and sellers. If you have any technical questions, please get with support. This is not the place to try to get it fixed. You distract me and then I miss a trade. And then sometimes everybody misses it if I miss it. Volume slowing way down. So if you're in profit here, take some off the table. If you prefer to hold a little, that's up to you. Sellers coming in. Jimmy, don't let me talk you out of it. If you saw something here, you know what to do. I'm saying because of my situation and the amount of shares I'm interested in buying, I'm not getting in. That doesn't mean you shouldn't get in. Good job, Greg B. Good job, OG. DJT now all the way down to 41.10. VS, we first caught it over in this area somewhere and wrote it up for just a little. It has since sold off. I don't expect this to go too far. This may be the ones that are hoping it goes up again. Watching for buyers to continue to come in. Let's see if they can pull it off. I don't think they can, though. Few profit takers. Notice that the resistance level dropped all the way down to the price. That's never good news for us. That brings the resistance down closer. Watching for spikes on anything that may be rising. So we're watching for these numbers to rise. See you later, Jimmy. You have a blessed one. How did I get two of them in there? That was kind of fishy. Was working fine earlier. I change and go back, and I had two of these indicators loaded. So something definitely tricky going on with ThinkorSwim. SPY is below the 34 and not having much movement at all. Milo, hope you feel better, brother. I know you're still healing. Yes, I'm being told is pushing. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they're still trying to get it back up there. Volume is picking up a little. This is the second attempt to get it off the bottom. Need to get rid of these sellers to do that. If you look at this buy and sell indicator up here, this support and resistance indicator, you can see the resistance level was way up here due to the weakness of the stock dropping back and not coming back up. The resistance level drops down to the price and sets a new level. Keep in mind, this is my coding. This is not your typical support and resistance lines. Mine is programmed to act the way I need it to act. I need accurate resistance and support levels. YouTubers, man, I apologize. I usually have good audio. I don't know what's going on with it. Not touching the mic at all. Let me try unplugging the mic and plugging it back in. It's not a battery mic. I don't know if that helped any. Mara moving up a little bit. I don't know what to do. I will pick up another mic just to have a backup in case it is a mic issue. You know, this mic is less than a year old. Pretty quiet morning. Nothing really moving good. And UKK holding level. Greg, most of the videos on all the indicators are on YouTube. If you have any questions, you can reach out to support. They can help you with anything that you have concerns over. If they can't help you, they'll send you over to me. We make sure everybody is satisfied here. Good morning, Fitz, and welcome aboard. Not much happening for us today. It is Friday. I'm used to putting money in the bank every morning. Nothing happening for me yet. Guido, I would use this PreMarket one or the Elon rockets I put out earlier. I think I put them out at the beginning of the week or maybe last week. Just make sure reduce the volume on these scans down to 50,000 so that you can pick up these small movers in after hours. It also stays on 50,000 for PreMarket. If you're going to refer a stock, make sure you check this current bar volume. If it's not flying, there's no sense in posting it. If it's doing this, it's not a good one. All right, YouTubers, I am live 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I may pull you live on Tuesday if DJT doesn't run up today. I want you to be a part of it if it does. So look for my live feed on Tuesday, or actually Monday night, to see if I'm going to be live on Tuesday. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me this morning for this free hour. If you want the full 3.5 to 4 hours of us trading, you got to become a premium member. You can do that by clicking the white and yellow label at the top of the chat. That takes you over to our Discord. Join Discord for free, then click the Upgrade Now channel if you want to join us. Make sure you watch the videos because it's a technical issue sometimes when you try to pay and your username. There's a little fishy thing going on there, but if you run into issues, just reach out to our support. They know what to do immediately. So have a very blessed 3-day weekend, and I thank you for joining me this morning, and as always, God bless, and give me a like and a subscribe if you don't mind. Make YouTube buy my coffee. I appreciate you joining us, and have a blessed day. Goodbye.